stuck in the mid. Like, yeah, that's where the Flames to me are. That's where I think the Kings are probably like that. Like, Kings got good, talented players, and they got some good young players, but they're kind of stuck in the mid. I mean, Calgary committed to Dustin as their goalie, so at least they have a plan. Like you said, they have, but I mean, they've moved some talented players. I mean, they've had the Foley for a little while. I mean, they had Goudreau who passed away, but he was in Columbus when that happened. And I mean, obviously, the Huberdeau and the Uyghur trade, that was a smart hockey move because they give you stuff. I mean, obviously you trade away Unicorn and Matt Tkachuk, but like you said, I mean, Huberdeau, put up big numbers, right away, and then he came down, then he rebounded a little bit. He's a good player. Uyghur's a good player. I mean, Parake is going to be great on defense. They got talent. So I mean, I think, like you said, I thought they were headed that direction too. That's why you give Dustin Wolf the big contract, because you figure, okay, you take the next step. Next year we'll make some noise, and they're kind of spinning wheels, and that's tough to do in the NHL, because if you're spinning wheels, that means you're either one of the last two teams in or one of the last two or three teams out, and like there's no way you can get better from that angle. I mean, you got to bottom out. You got to bottom out like Buffalo, who hasn't figured out how to build it back up again. But you bottom out like the Islanders did, like the Devils did a couple years ago, like Ottawa did. Like those teams that bottomed out have now built teams which are threats. I mean, obviously Ottawa's got some talent. The Devils look fierce. Obviously, Jack Hughes healthy looks fierce. I mean, that team, they got veteran goalies. I mean, obviously Markstrom's healthy. You got Jake Allen. Like you said, they got goalies they can win with. Their defense. Dougie Hamilton's healthy. Nemec has taken the next step. He's got 5 points already this year. Like I said, Luke Hughes, they're talking about him as being one of the best defensemen in the league. We'll see. I don't know if he's winning Norris this year, but he's getting a lot of hype out of the box. I mean, like you said, the Devils are going to make noise. They're definitely, they're better than mid. They're going to be. I mean, I don't know if they're winning the East, but if they can get into the 3 to 6 range, I mean, that's deadly. You never don't want to get stuck 7-8. They're going to have to play one of the top teams, and you don't want to be 9 or 10, because those teams, you don't make the playoffs and you have bad lottery odds, and then you just hope the ping pong balls bounce your way and to get a top pick. So I mean that's kind of the Islanders did. The Islanders were kind of a mid team, and then they just got lucky and won the lottery and got Schaefer this year, who's looked all the part. So I mean that's kind of what you need. But I mean, look at the Rangers had number 1 pick Lafreniere and number 2 pick Kakko, and neither of them are impact players. I mean, it's Schaefer looks great. Like Schaefer's eating a lot of minutes, but you're talking like an 18, 19-year-old kid. I mean, he had a point per game his first 5 or 6 games. He didn't have a point tonight, even though they scored 7 goals, but he was a +2, I think, and he played the most minutes on their defense. So I mean, that's the kind of game changer you need on your team. I mean, you don't expect your rookie teenage defenseman to be your controlling your defense, but like I said, it's the NHL is weird like that. Sometimes, I mean, Misa just started playing again. He's got a point in the first couple games. So, like I said, McKenna, I mean, the thing is, it's college hockey. It's a different ball game. I mean, he's still. I mean, I thought the Pens were gonna stink enough to get him, but I mean, it's not looking that way. It looks like Malkin and Crosby don't want to go out quietly into the good night, and they had good points tonight. They smoking up Florida. Malkin's played great this season. Crosby's played great this season. I mean, they got good young players. Kindle, their rookie, scored a goal tonight. He was first round draft pick last year, and so they got a lot of young players in their lineup. But we'll see how it shakes out. I mean, you give them 40, 50 games into the season, we'll have an idea of who's here for real and which of these teams get ready for the offseason. But like I said, it's been fun hockey so far. Like I said, I haven't watched enough of the West Coast games. Baseball's kind of kept me off the live hockey games. I caught mostly highlights. But like I said, we got a week left of baseball. Obviously, it starts Friday and Saturday. And then I guess they're off a game heading out to LA. So it'll be Saturday, then Sunday, Monday, and then take one off. And then it's Thursday, maybe. So I guess, you're looking at within 10 days, the World Series will be over. we'll have our champion, whether it be Toronto or the Dodgers. But so until then, after that happens, it's pretty much all hockey for me all the time. I'll be watching everything I can. So yeah, the ESPN Plus. If you have that, make sure you're tuning in. I think, like I said, I think the preview is probably over. I know my cable company had a preview for the first week or so, which is gone. And then this year, of course, we have the Olympics. So I mean, obviously, the teams will be taking breaks. So some of these teams will get some rest. Obviously, Russia does not have a team at the Olympics, so the Russian players will get a rest mid-season for it's at least a couple of weeks. Not sure exactly how much they pause the season. Usually, the hockey players aren't involved in the opening ceremony, and the games don't start right away. And then I think they're done well before the closing ceremony. So most of them are back with their NHL teams. But that's kind of what you got to do if you want to get the NHL players involved in the Olympics. They can only take so much of a break. And like I said, there's got to be a little bit of time. You have a couple, at least a week or so, I guess, of practice, getting ready for the Olympics. And then they're full speed ahead into the round robin of the Olympic pools. So we'll see. Like I said, just one box tonight. Like I said, we had 3 boxes, but none of them were reload boxes yet. So we'll see what comes out tonight. Good luck, everybody. Like I said, I'm not rooting for or against everything, but like I said, some pretty cool jerseys have come out. Like I said, I'm happy for everybody that obviously that wins. Some of these have been long chases for you guys, and some of them are pretty brand new chases. So I'm always happy to see you guys grabbing the new stuff, and obviously keeping stick to itiveness to the old stuff. It does pay off. So we'll see what comes out tonight. Good luck, everybody. Let me see. Like I said, I think we got a pretty good crowd. I think we got 14 different owners tonight. We're looking at Tyrone, Scott Spots, Big Al, Jason R, Larry V, Joseph K, who's been hot. He didn't hit last box, but he has hit 3 of the last 7. Brett G, he's been hot. He hit for his first jersey. Devin D, CK hit last box. Steve S is here for his Islander. Justin W hit a couple jerseys, his first 2 jerseys a week or so ago. He's here tonight, grabbing just one spot. Got a couple one-spotters. Thomas M's got spots. He's looking to hit. Dale C's got a couple spots looking to hit. Mike H, 2 of our unsold, he grabbed. And Nick F as well. Closed us out looking for the closer mojo, which we know exists. So we'll see if it comes out tonight. I'm never surprised when it does. I think people should be because it's pretty crazy. But just when we see them hit, we're like, okay, closer mojo does exist. So let's get going so we get to our hockey. I got lots of post-break work. Like I said, the spot price preview was done for this week. Thank you, everybody, for grabbing spots today and Tuesday. And the spots are live on eBay. I saw a couple had bids already. I didn't even see who, but I did see there were a couple early bids. Like I said, that's the way I always should do for myself. I would always take a claim and get a minimum bid in, then come back later. Just easy to remind myself who I'm chasing. But like whatever you guys' plan is, you guys do it your ways. I have no problem with that. Of course, there may be some unsold Sunday after auctions end, and I will post them as quick as possible onto Facebook. And so if you guys want to grab any of the unsolds, like I said, I don't mind if it unsold. I usually discount $1 or $2, and you guys can grab them on the Facebook page. So whatever you guys are more comfortable with, I have no problem with you guys grabbing them on as minimum bids, or if you want to wait to see them going up onto the Facebook page. But that's how it works. Let's see. Okay, let me see. I got my randomizer and my dice roller. Here's my dice. Hey, yo, dice. Okay, here's our list. Okay. You guys know, as always, on my boxes, 5 or more to come up with our box. The boxes are here in order, as always. 81 from May, 2332 from late June. So the only one we know for sure is that box. So everybody's following along at home. We know who 81 is. 39 through 48 is the July reload. 57 through 69, or 68 rather. No, 65. 57 through 65. 4 boxes from the August reload. 68 all the way to 85. We just hit 86. 68 to 85. That is the September reload. And the next 15 are the October reload. 87 all the way to 99, 1 and 2. So good luck, everybody. Let's see what comes out tonight, getting us ready for Sunday. Okay. Make sure we'll be 2 games in done with the World Series by the time we're back here on Sunday, since we're starting tomorrow night in Toronto. First time in 32 years. The games will be played in Canada. So we got Friday night and Saturday night. And then I guess Sunday's probably an off day. So I guess not till Monday. So make sure to get over to Big Al's. He has 6 boxes left on Monday and Wednesday from the East Coast series. I have not hit the last couple boxes, so I guess I'm going through a drought, but I'm pretty happy with my haul from this series. But I'll be in on Monday, so get you guys over there, grab your spots. We'll get ready for his 2 boxes, I believe, probably on Monday night. So he's enjoying his, I guess Utah's over. Let me just get a double look at the Utah game. No, it's 5-2 in the second there. So not quite over in Utah, but like I said, Cooley with the hat trick, natural hat trick in the first period. Pretty crazy. They got some good young talent, but like I said, they're the zombie desert dogs. I mean, all those players came from Arizona. So they do have a couple young players they drafted, but they're not quite on the team yet. We'll see when Jerome McGinley's son starts playing with them. He looks to be top notch. It should be fun. Utah's got some good players. They're going to be fun to watch. Now they're in their real logos. They're still using the UHC as their alternate. I guess their away jersey. I think they're using the Mammoth logo as their home jersey. So I think Big Al was saying, I think in his chat yesterday, I think I heard him say he picked up an unsigned Keller with the logo, which is cool. So I haven't even seen any of those yet. So obviously sends us pictures from the stands as a ticket holder with the Utah team. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. 5 or more. Let's see what we got. It is a 6. 6 it is. So 6 times. I think we had 5 last time. It was definitely low numbers. 6 it is. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. 6 times. 1, 36 boxes. 37 jerseys. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the box we're going to open tonight. Good luck, everybody. Box is going to be number 87. There it is. Our first box from the reload. 87. 6 times 87. There it is. We talked it up. It was a little less than 50-50 chance, but we didn't hit one of the first 3 randoms. So if you think about it, we were overdue. But mathematically, we weren't overdue. But 87 it is. Here we go. Okay. It's easy. It's the very, very top box, the very first box numbered from this reload. Okay. Here we go. That's right. Thomas M. You're feeling a bite on that line. Maybe this is it. Like I said, you know how it is. 87. Okay. 87 it is. The Crosby number is definitely not a Crosby inside. 87. Where's my list of owners? Okay, here we go. Let me see. Here we got Thomas is strong in this reload. CK is strong in the reload. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so you got some. Got a good group of people in here. We'll see what comes out. Okay, 87 it is. Not ready to move stuff over yet. Like I said, I got now got room for to make it even. Now we'll leave it here. 14 boxes staying on the shelves here. 87 it is. Is it a double box? I don't think it feels like a double box. There is a double box. I don't know which one it is. I should know when I picked it up. I don't know what number it is. I was looking earlier. I'm trying to figure out who I even put in the double box. I had an idea of who was going into it, and then I left my list upstairs. And then when I packed the boxes, I think I put in different people. So even now, I'm kind of confused on who the double box might be. So here we go. 87 it is, guys. It's feeling, I don't know. 87. Let's see if it's a double box. Oh, it is not a double box, but it's an absolutely beautiful jersey. Closer Mojo. Jonathan Druin, Reebok Pro model. Closer Mojo does exist. There is proof positive. Closer Mojo. Like I said, I've been a benefit of that in the past. I've been a victim of that in the past. But there it is. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't wait for this to hit. This is amazing. Obviously, Frozen Pond, one of the best COAs in the business. Frozen Pond, hollow sticker and card. Jonathan Drouin, top 5 pick with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Obviously, he played junior hockey with Nathan McKinnon. Obviously, he was traded for Mikhail Sergachev, helped the Bolts win back-to-back cups and a third appearance. Sergachev moved on to Utah, now in Mammoth. But this is Druin, moved on to Montreal, then to Colorado, playing for a little bit. Was hurt some with Colorado, but obviously now he's with the New York Islanders. This is an absolutely beautiful jersey. So these Reebok Pros, I'm just, like I said, having grown up mostly in the CCM and then Nike Coho era, Reebok, I wasn't as fond when they first got the contract, but now after having Adidas and Fanatics, and I just love them. Like, they're just absolutely beautiful. Fully stitched patches, fully stitched crest on the, obviously it's kind of easy with the Bolts crest, but there it is. 56 size, made in Canada. MICs, man. Everybody on the boards, that's always what they want to see. Most of them, a lot of the Reeboks made in Indonesia, but it's up to see. There is the MIC, made in Canada, Reebok Pro model. Where's the face strap? Where is it? Very, very nice. There it is. And that's actually, you can tell the phony ones, like the imitation ones, they're very, very small patched on, but obviously on the Reebok Pro models, there it is. We've had a couple, over in the past. I think I have maybe a couple in my PC. I can't remember exactly who even, but the Reebok Pro models, absolutely there, as you can tell. When you see pictures on like the listings, when you see that big rectangular patch around the small patch, that's kind of how you know. That's, the phony ones, the phony Reeboks, and even the Fanatics premiums now, it's just you get the little small square. But when you see the large square, that's obviously how the pro. I mean, obviously the ones they use in the games actually have more padding. They usually have like elbow paddings, but the Reebok Pro models that you can buy for the fans, these are as nice a jerseys as you can get, man. There it is. 27, Jonathan Druin. Couldn't wait to show that one off. Such a great jersey, man. Reebok. Like I said, some of the, and I used to think the pro models had the Reebok logo, but no, because I've seen reps with the swooshy logo and the Reebok Pro model sometimes with the Reebok name on the jersey. But there we go. Such a beautiful jersey to show off. I was so happy that hit that one. Center Ice Authentics. There it is. Center Ice Authentic jerseys. Still tagged. Obviously, even has your sales tag when it was bought. Doesn't have a price right now on it. Made in Canada, though. That's the ones everybody wants. The Made in Canada Reebok Pro models. Congratulations. Yeah, the cheap Chinese ones have just that little square. You can easily tell. Like, if you look inside, you can, like I said, I bought a cheap Chinese, Cooch Stadium Series jersey just to hang on my wall upstairs. Not signed or anything like that. It's got a little crappy patch, the little tag inside. But yeah, the real ones, especially, I mean, it's easier to tell now, obviously, with the Adidas ones, but having that fight strap on that large patch, that's the real deal. There you go. Like I said, I mean, they stitch it right through the numbers. They don't mess around on the Reeboks. There you go. Very, very nice. Real nice. That's it. I'm telling you, it's an incredible jersey. Like I said, when I see that, and you said they're not making more of these. So when you find these Reeboks, especially the still tagged up, Reebok Pro models, I'm always thinking about you guys. I'm going to grab them so you guys can chase them. Like I said, I only have a couple in my PC. But like I said, I'm more than happy to grab them when I see them because I think they're great to put in the boxes. I mean, obviously the Fanatics Premium new ones and the Adidas are easier to find. But they said if you want, like I said, I don't mind, past teams players, one or two, three, four teams removed because players move around so much. So it's legit when you see that. Like, I mean, even like I said, the Cujo that Joseph hit, I mean, that I got, it was not authorized. I mean, it wasn't no COA. I had to send it out myself to JSA. That wasn't a pro model, but that was a real nice Coho rep. I mean, they made nice reps. Nike made nice reps. The Cohos made nice reps. I mean, even the CCM reps were real nice, but just something about the quality when Nike and Coho. I only have certain teams. Individual teams can have contracts with those apparel companies, and they did a good job when they did the jerseys. But Reebok had the lead contract when Drew was drafted. So there you go. Congratulations again.